Welcome to another training video. This time I'm going to show you Town Hall 10 attack strategies in war against the Town Hall 9 and against the low-level Town Hall 10. We had very similar attack strategies, the two I'm going to show you. A little bit different, but very similar. They're both Hog Rider attacks against relatively similar leveled bases. First I have my buddy Ty Bumslayer. Attacked Alexander here. They're number 7. I think Ty's are number 5, so it's a super solid choice in attack. Yep, 100%. So number one thing you want to do when you're fighting with Hog Riders is make sure that you're going to draw out Clan Castle or kill them very quickly once you start your attack before your Hog Riders are out, as well as the Archer Queen. This is about almost a max level Town Hall 9. His Queen is almost 30. 30 is the max. King's only 23, but other than that, all these defenses are maxed out. As well, this guy has most of his research done. He's got to do a couple things, but he's mostly done with that. He's got a few troops to do, but this guy's doing a good job not rushing his base, so this is a good high-level Town Hall 9 that Ty's coming after. Ty's are 10. He's been a 10 for a little while now. As you can see, he's got level 6 Hog Riders, which you can't have at Town Hall 9. And level 31 Queen. I think Queen maxes out at 30 at Town Hall 9 as well. Here we go, though. Ty's going to draw the castle out on this kind of southwestern side of the base here. Jump into that circle with a Hog Rider and draw that out. And then he's going to bring him all the way over here to the east side with an archer. This is where he wants to start his attack, where he can come in through this wall area right here. So he wants to fight the castle over here. Just brings a few archers to battle it to start. And then drops his Archer Queen as well. Really smart way to break that clan castle down. Fight that dragon before when it gets low health. Don't give it a chance to hit your queen. That balloon won't be any problem. So he brought in P.E.K.K.A. with his Hog Riders. I usually bring a golem and some more kind of wizards and archers for cleanup, and then get a golem in my castle. I like to just have those golems kind of run this kill squad. This is the kill squad of the troops that he's going to use to kind of come in here and battle the queen, and a few defenses as well. But he was coming in through this side, so he's going to use his jump spell right in this area here to jump over and make sure he gets to battle that queen with his king and these P.E.K.K.A. So here he goes. There's that jump spell. Just to make sure those jump into the middle to fight that queen. We want to make sure that queen dies. She will take out a lot of Hog Riders if he doesn't do that. So he knows that they're about to engage. So he's going to start getting his hogs involved. I think he brings in about half of them here on the northeastern side. Come right at that wizard tower. Make sure you get that gone quickly. And look, it looks like they're about to kill that queen. Yeah, there she goes. They got the queen down. So he got past that first wizard tower. Now he's kind of healing these Hog Riders that came in here. And he's going to start bringing some in from the northwest in a second in this area. Yep. There they go. So he comes right at that wizard tower as well, which you want to get those out of the way pretty quickly. He's raging through this area. There's a few defenses here in the middle. He wants to get past that and out to the outside. I think he's also trying to avoid having to battle this king, because he'll take a lot of health as well. He's not quite as powerful as the queen, but still does a lot of damage quickly. So he's losing a lot of health here, coming through here without any heals on his Hog Riders, but he drops one immediately after they get out of that rage, so very smart. It's also a section where there was a lot of defenses kind of centralized in one area. So these hogs are all going to get healed while they're battling all those defenses. This queen still has full health over here. He did a good job making sure that she was kind of out of the fray for that first part. It's also one of the things that the Hog Riders did by coming in on the same area, was make sure there were no defenses to shoot her, really. Defenses are all down. He's got about 20-25 hogs left. Now this area right here is typically where I would be. If I was him, I would have had a few more archers and maybe a wizard or two and dropped them to get stuff like this on the outside. It works out well for him here. But sometimes doing this attack, one of the things that you'll be really frustrated about is you'll run out of time at the end with a defense sitting out here, or a little building sitting out here, a little builder hut, and you'll get like 99%, which is a really frustrating 2-star, especially when you wiped out the base. He had a really smart Hog Rider right here that happened to jump down there and take out that builder's hut. That one could have cost him the 3-star, but he got it. It's a great attack. Really good plan. Almost foolproof. I like what I do a little bit better just because I think it's a little bit more foolproof. I don't think you could really mess it up. I think pretty much anybody can pull it off. I pull it off against the Town Hall 10 instead of a Town Hall 9. And I'll show that to you right after this. Anyway, that's about it. That base got crushed. I think he still had about 25 seconds when it was over. So, I mean, he still had time to spare. He probably would have gotten to that builder set down here, even if that Hog Rider hadn't split off early. Great attack, Ty. 3-star. Ty Bum Slayer, Slay to Bum. Alright, next is my upper account, my Town Hall 10 account, King Buarty. I'm coming against the Town Hall 10. It's a little bit weaker Town Hall 10. They haven't been a Town Hall 10 for very long, and they were rushed to Town Hall 10. His heroes are only 13, which is very low for Town Hall 10. He does have 2 level 3 Inferno Towers, which is the max you can have for Town Hall 10. But most of his other defenses, Expos are level 2, that's Town Hall 9. Most of his Archer Towers are level 11, that's 11. This one's 12, and this one's 12. His cannons are all upgraded once to 12. At Town Hall 10, however, you can get all the way to 13 on all of those. Your Wizard Towers also go up 2 levels. Your Mortars go up a level. Your Air Defenses go up a level. So he hasn't really moved things up at Town Hall 10 yet. He still looks like a Town Hall 9 with some max Infernos in there. Plus he has weak heroes. But again, same thing. I want to attack the castle and the Archer Queen first. I want to make sure I get those killed before my Hog Riders come in. I typically bring in a jump spell instead of 4 healing spells. However, I felt like this was a pretty compacted base, and I really wanted to make sure I had extra heals because there are extra defenses. Although they're not high level, there are more than there are on a Town Hall 9, so I wanted to make sure that I have an extra heal for my Hog Riders. I did see a clanmate attack this base before me, so I know that there is a skeleton trap right here between these walls, and there's a couple giant bombs here between these buildings. So I do use my first archer over here just to kind of get rid of those traps. I want to make sure that I'm not going to have to worry about those with my Hog Riders. Now these skeletons are going to run over to this area, which is where I'm starting my attack. And I can fight them when I fight the queen and the clan castle. I can get those out of the way before they run around and follow my hogs, hitting them with swords. So here we go. I'm going to speed up a little bit for the start. Two golems. Got my wall breakers dropped to make sure I get to that first outer wall. So my golems moved in the middle. Here come those skeletons running all the way across the map to battle my troops. I usually use a few wizards on each side of the golems to kind of funnel my heroes into the middle. I want them to going to the middle and fighting the queen and the clan castle. I popped my king's ability by accident there. I did not mean to do that, but it's alright, it works out. I want to make sure I don't leave this builder's hut out here too. So there goes my wizard to get it. I usually use a rage spell, and this is when I usually bring a jump spell. I'd probably center it right over the top of that so we could jump this wall and this wall. However, these are very weak walls for a Town Hall 10, so I assumed we could just kind of break through an extra wall if we need to. And we can fight these dragons and balloons and that Archer Queen. And there goes that wall pretty quick, like I said. Used a couple poisons. I already have a skeleton trap out, so I'm not really worried about them, so I don't need to save a poison spell. There goes the castle, so here come my Hog Riders. I usually go opposite side. It doesn't work as well on a Town Hall 10 because there's just more defenses before I get over there, and this Inferno Tower is going to melt my golems pretty quick. But on against Town Hall 9, what this does by bringing my Hog Riders in on the opposite side is once they get through that first level of defenses on this side, all the defenses on the opposite side are just focusing on these golems, and my Hog Riders just kind of get free reign to just wipe them out. However, it worked out just fine. I have 4 healing spells, so there's a lot of area I can cover with my healing spells. First one I place is right here. I have a double cannon and a wizard tower, hitting this group of hogs at the same time with this single target Inferno. The Inferno and the double cannon will take out one troop pretty quickly together, and this is going to keep lowering the health of all of them, so I want to make sure that I heal them. I knew they'd get through that one pretty quick, so I waited a second on that one. I think I probably lost a couple there that I could have saved if I would have dropped it a little earlier. But I think it worked out okay. I'll pop my queen's ability because I want to make sure to get this Inferno Tower down before it starts melting my queen. I'm going to turn the sound off here. Sorry, guys. It's kind of messing up. It's been frustrating me. Anyway, here we go. Drop another healing spell both sides. There's only a few hogs up here, but I think they're going to have enough strength to get through that, and these ones have plenty of strength to get through these weak defenses down here. So it looks like defenses are all about to fall. That's all kind of all she wrote. Dropping my troops around the edges to make sure I get the builder huts, if you see that. And then kind of just nothing but cleanup here. Wizards and hogs plus a queen. Gonna wipe this out pretty quick. Queen got kind of murdered by a giant bomb, but that's it. That's all she wrote. So again, guys, this is attack for Town Hall 10s. Works really well against Town Hall 9s. Pretty much any Town Hall 9. You really can't fail against Town Hall 9 with that attack if you do it half decently. I just wiped out a Town Hall 10. It was a weak Town Hall 10, but I wiped it out pretty good. It took about 2 minutes to wipe that out, so I had a whole spare minute to attack. Anyway, I hope that helps you guys. When you get to Town Hall 10, you get those max level hogs. That attack can be very effective, even if your wizards and your golems aren't that high level yet. If your heroes are doing decent, you got them up in the 20s, and you got max hogs, you can pretty much execute that attack very well. Anyway, guys, that was a good win there. Ty and I kind of sealed it at the end with those attacks. Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 9, and Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 10, 3 stars. Thanks for watching, guys. Swag so loud, so much swag, we can give you half of it.